Hello, everybody. Kelly Joe here, Sunshine Joe 420 on YouTube, TikTok, all the socials. How are you guys? I am here to provide another birth chart reading. So this is a personalized birth chart reading for somebody who has given me their exact birth date information, but I'm sharing it just in case you have one of these signs that you might be able to take from it. I have had a lot of interaction recently and a lot of people checking out my link tree and asking me, like, what does a birth chart entail? All those things. Please just check the YouTube channel. Just look through the videos. It kind of is like a great explanation on what you will receive. So yeah. So today we are doing a birth chart reading for a Leo sun. Oh, my Leos. So I have two daughters that are Leos, Jalen and Hathaway, and they are... yes, they're Leos. Okay. So Leo is a fire element. The symbol is a lion, lioness, of course. The ruling planet is the sun, which I just think is beautiful. The sun is obviously, not obviously, but is an inward reflection of ourselves, how we see ourselves, how we light up ourselves, how we light up the world. And Leo is the ruler of the sun. The expression that best describes Leo is I will. Beautiful. Yes. So, Sun in Leo, if you see me looking down, you guys, I'm looking at my notes, okay? That's all. Sun in Leo, bright, bold, and proud. Zodiac royalty, if you will. And you know it. You know that you're the best of the best. Well, you know that you think you're the best of the best. That was a Gemini thing of me to say, I'm sorry. But, you might come off as conceited, but honestly, that is the last thing that's true for a Leo. You really are just so full of love and light and just have this airy, beautiful personality to you. So many people are drawn to Leos simply because of their childlike innocence, happiness. You know, who doesn't want a little bit of happiness in their life? You want to help people change and want to change the world for the better. I love that. Love and TLC, you are the mama lion. You just want to make people happy. You have big dreams and understanding that to have big dreams, you have to have big work, which is not a lot of signs understand that. A lot of signs, sorry guys, I'm wearing my coat out here in the office. It's cold. A lot of signs do not have that understanding of knowing what they want in life, but also knowing that they're going to have to work for it. That is a beautiful, very practical trait for a Leo to have. And they're not afraid to work either. So that definitely works good in their favor. Queen of the chill, lazy, but also goddess of determination and pure intensity. Now, those literally sound like two different things, but what I mean by that is like what I took from that was like, you can chill. You have days where you just don't want to do nothing. Like today, I don't feel like doing. But then on other days, you are like a raging lioness. And it's very hard for people to understand how you can do both of those, but it's not for them to understand. So as long as you have a good balance in your life, Leo, keep doing you, girl. Keep having your chill days. Don't ever accuse a Leo of wrongdoing or ill intentions. This is like one of the surefire ways to get a Leo riled up and freaking going. They truly, like, honestly do not have bad intentions. They do not have ill will or ill hope toward humanity, human beings, overall, like, scenarios. It is true love. It is true compassion. And if that's being, like, misconstrued in their confidence, that doesn't mean that it's not sincere. So a lot of times Leos have a hard time with that because they feel as if like no one's taking them seriously or like no one really believes them. And to just know that like you are not the storyteller of anyone else's life. Just yours. Just yours. It is like boring and simple as that sounds. It's true magic when you really figure that out. You are a pure ass little bit. I said. You also like to feel appreciated. Like you do everything above and beyond, like deeper, and you think more with thoughts of love and thoughts of like, again, compassion, that you want people to appreciate what you do. And somebody who doesn't appreciate you is not good. Okay, not good. Loyal as fuck, but a little too loyal. I wrote, let them go. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Some people don't deserve it. And that is just so hard. I think that's a balance and a battle that all of us battle in life, is just figuring out what we should be doing for people, where we should draw lines, and how we can do that without offending people. And the only guaranteed thing that I can say out of that whole sentence is that we do not get to control other people's emotions or how they take things. And if they're coming to you with not the best intentions or not the best like pureness, whether they know it or not, like they're not going to like that about you. And you just have to know when you have to stop. Like somebody who deserves you and someone who loves you and someone who is worthy of you will never make you pour your cup until you're empty. Does that make sense? Because you're the first one who's willing to do that out of love. And you feel like if you just do this, or if you just keep doing this, or if I just keep doing that, then they'll see and then they'll notice. And you know what? They fucking won't, because if they haven't noticed by now, let them go. Take that however you please. A beautiful innocence about you and your ideas of life. It's just, you're just pessimistic ass bitch, and I love that about you. Why be negative? And that is also something that makes a Leo sun very irritable, is just like people having this negative, like a Scorpio sun or a Scorpio rising. They just have that overall optimistic, why me, poor me, what else could go wrong attitude. And you are just the exact opposite of that. Like, why be negative? Even in a bad situation, why would we spend our time being negative? It doesn't make sense. So that is so beautiful. Do not let anyone take that from you. Even if, again, the situation is bad or the cards don't play out like they should, don't ever lose that pure happiness about you, because that truly is your superpower. It really is making shit work for you, whether you realize it or not. Confident, but not cocky. I said, you humble, stand up. That was so lame. Sorry. You love to be noticed for your unique, special, pure qualities and creativity. You are not scared of the limelight, but you don't want to be the one always in it. Like, you'd be like, yeah, I could do it. Or, okay, like, I guess I will. Because you know you're going to kill that shit. But you're so afraid of like being judged by always being the one that's willing and able to do it, that sometimes you'll pull yourself back from that. And that's just silly. If it lights you up enough that you really want to do it, then do it. And if somebody else wants to, let them do it. You know, like, there's enough for all of us to win. There's enough for all of us to win. There really, really is. You'll be noticed for your outside self. Leos are gorgeous. I think that every single Leo I've ever met in my whole entire life looks like they've never brushed their hair. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, girl. But no, Leo females have beautiful big hair. They just do. And so like your outward appearance is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous girl. Okay. And my Jalen and my Riley are also like that. But for a Leo, it's also very important that you have that compromise in between of like being beautiful on the outside, but also being beautiful on the inside, which you are, but don't let that idealization get to your head, which I don't think it has or it will, but just know that like you have such a beautiful, creative, intellectual, loving, pure, compassionate soul. You could literally be a trash bag, bitch. I don't care. Like, you're still so beautiful, and just always know that. Just always, always know that. You are the bestest friend. You're very helpful, smart, honest, kind, lucky, with a positive mindset. And again, that brings good into your life. I don't want to get too much into it. I need to make a video about this, but just like the law of attraction, manifestation, energy, the universe does not understand language. It does not understand somebody manifesting in English versus somebody manifesting in Hungarian. It does not understand. All it understands is energy vibrations. And when you are constantly being negative, thinking the worst, looking for the worst, you vibe low. And the universe says, all right, I'm going to give you more of that. And you're like, why is this happening? Because you're doing it. And a Leo sun is going to be the most powerful ass bitch when you really realize that you create your life. You create all good, you create all bad, and stay on the good side, because it's continuing to pour in the blessings on you. So thank you, universe, for that. Strong morals and faith, just a good ass motherfucking human, I wrote. So why be negative? We kind of talked about that a little bit. You just don't like that. I said, why be negative? Ew. Why break rules? Ew. You're just not a rule breaker. You don't want to like defy or be somebody who's like naughty. Like that's just not you. And that's okay. You don't have to push yourself into these things or into these limits that don't feel right. And that's what's so beautiful about being the creators of our own life, right? Yes. Being the bright, sunny, positive, sincere, jolly sunshine is your superpower. It's hard because some people don't deserve that from you, but you do. You do. Like Popeye, like eating spinach, like that's his superpower. Your superpower is to be the light, is to be the love, is to be the compassionate friend who is willing to help and to listen and to provide positivity. But going back just a little bit, what we talked about is really just being in tune with your energy and knowing when something is draining you, because if it's not worth it, then it's not worth it, and that's okay. That's the hardest part for a Leo, is to just really decide who is and who's not. And it's really not for you to decide. People's actions will prove it enough, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Moon and Pisces. Take a drink. So the Moon in Pisces, the expression for Pisces is I dream. It's obviously a very dreamy, watery, fluid sign. Dreamy, it's the very first thing I wrote. Some might say that you are not into the real world with this water, airy sign. But once you have grown up from like your childhood, adolescence, and like your teenage years, you have grasp on reality. I mean, it's kind of hard for us as humans who pay bills and have kids and like all this shit to not have grasp. And that is a position a Moon in Pisces could battle with, is to lose reality. But when you know that like it's okay to daydream, it's okay to just kind of be this like free-flowing, energetic being while taking care of your responsibilities, it's okay. It's okay. Some people might not understand it or might not like even be able to comprehend doing it, but it's not for them to do. Right? All right? Yes. Okay. It's beautiful to daydream. It's beautiful to want to transform your life into better things. Your remarkable intuition makes the daydreaming-esque-ness about you balanced, because you're able to be in this upper 5D, spiritual, dreamy, fantastic, mythical world, but with your intuition and your real life knowledge and your real life understanding, they balance perfectly, and that's why you're able to do those things. If you do find yourself out of balance, you got to figure out if you're living too much in reality with the fear and the depression and like all of that, or if you're living too much in the opposite and not being in touch. Because as much as reality kind of sucks, we have to stay grounded. Yeah, I know it's stupid. It's stupid as hell. Compassionate as fuck. Able to see other sides of people. You are able to really tune into people's sadness and people's suffering. And it is just so important that you protect your heart and you protect your soul and you protect your energy. When I was writing this, I really had to like download the realization of when I used to work at the nursing home. I don't have a Pisces moon, but good explanation is I used to work at the nursing home. I did case management. I spent so much time with these beautiful little elderly folk. And it was Christmas vacation. I was off for like a week and a half. I had taken vacation, and I literally spent almost every day of my vacation crying over Fanny, because I just knew that she wasn't going to have anyone over for the weekend. And as much as that is so sad, I'm not saying that Fanny did not deserve my love and my thought and my space, but I'm saying that I didn't deserve to be so drained out and to be so negatively and sadly affected by it. And I wasn't able to turn it off, so I had to quit. All right. But that's what you really need to know, is like, you can listen to people's stories. You can listen to their suffering. You can see their sadness and not allow yourself to feel that overwhelmingness of it. Like, you can observe and you can help, and you don't have to absorb. Like, it's not your energy. It's not your feelings. It's not your life. And for you to have compassion, fire, for you to withhold that and to bring your energy down, not fire. Okay, makes sense? I hope so. You are the life of the party. The sense of humor is gold. You make everyone smile. You really got to feel shit out and really like think about things and look at the details of things. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. And that's okay. Listen to it. Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. I truly feel like you probably can admit that there has been times in your life where you haven't listened to your gut and you've put yourself in situations with people or at places, and it wasn't good. And you were like, damn it, I should have just fucking listened to myself. That wasn't a coincidence. That is, very much confirmation that you know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. You know what you feel. You know what you think. And to trust that. Trust that. You're complex as fuck. Without space to daydream, like we just talked about a little bit earlier, a moon in Pisces will feel overwhelmed. And just like I said, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you need to find the real reason is if you're feeling overwhelmed because you're too in tune to reality, which to some signs, I could never say that to them. It doesn't make sense. But are you in too much tune with right now, with reality? Are you watching the news? Are you being sucked in by the 3D negative energy? Or are you allowing yourself to stay dreamy, to stay airy? And when you feel out of place, when you feel not good, when you feel irritated, when you feel restless, when you feel nervous, that is your body trying to tell you that something ain't right and it's time to do something about it. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, I said that so much. I'm going to get better. Don't let people take advantage of you and your beautiful, compassionate heart because people suck. Takers do not have limits and givers don't know how to set them. And that's why it's so important for us as givers and for us as compassionate, loving, amazing people to put time limits and to put restraints on who, what, when we give our time, energy, and space to. And it's okay. People who truly love you and truly desire to be around you in your space will wait. They'll wait because they'll want you at your best. Right? Yes. So in love, it says that you really just need a passionate partner, but trustworthy. That is the number one thing I think that you probably, if you had to do a list, it's probably like top 3 at least. And once you do find that confident, passionate, trustworthy, like worshiping the motherfucking ground you walk on human, that is when you will feel your best. You don't have to worry if you've missed it. Or you don't have to worry if you're not doing the right things. Or you don't have to worry if you're on the right path. Because what's meant to be will always be. What's meant to come will always come. You cannot block your blessing. You just can't. You can fuck shit up. But if it's meant to be, it'll be. And so to stop holding on to those relationships that have proven themselves, let them go. You have boundless love and compassion because of your Pisces energy. So Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac signs. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that it's probably the first or the second because it's in February, March, but that's actually not true. It's the last sign. So a lot of people feel that Pisces has a little bit of every zodiac sign in it. And that's why it's so easy for a Pisces, moon, rising, blah, 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 to feel the energetic emotions and expressions of their peers. You just kind of have it inside of you. So it would be so hard not to. And that's your superpower. It's your superpower. It's your superpower to be able to get in touch and to get in tune and to really touch and to really I feel like I've said the word touch so many times, but to really touch people's lives. It's what you were meant to do. Your airy, watery, dreamy innocence, it's not innocence. It's strong. It is strong and it's developed and you are a warrior and people need you. So don't be afraid to do that. It does say that you will be happiest when you are happiest when you're writing, listening or making music, doing poetry or art. So just anything creative really stimulates your soul. Need to recharge your widow emotional batteries. So that is a very real thing for a Pisces moon, Pisces rising, Pisces sun to have their solitude. And I know that you have babies, so I'm sure that's very hard. And I'm sure that you have times where you're feeling like so frustrated because there's just someone always needing something from you. But it's just so important that you build that little short-lived she shed vacation of being able to go out and being able to reflect, to analyze, to express, to cry, to journal, to listen to music, to watch a birth chart video. Like that is essential to your growth. Do not ever deprive yourself of that. It's okay to want that. It's okay to say no to something because you'd rather be alone. Most people can't understand that, but again, you're not them, so it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Gosh, you're so beautiful. It says that you matter. The twinkle in your eye is magic. Change the world, baby. All right, that's how we'll end our moon. Take a drink about that. How you doing? Doing good? Okay, so Mercury in Cancer. I am going to do this in like a part because it just took like 89 hours for my other YouTube video to upload. So I think I'm going to do parts, but I think I can get through one more. So we're going to do next is your Mercury. So I didn't really explain anything in this, but your sun is you, how you show yourself to others. Your moon is your inner self, your inner emotions. Now your Mercury is your communication, how you communicate, how you plan. I will send you all of this, okay? So don't worry. So your Mercury is in Cancer. Quote unquote, I wrote, I'm an ass, but I'm not going to do it. LOL. The expression for Cancer is I feel. Very emotional, deep people. Reflective and able to analyze things and people, not just faster, but better than almost all signs. Trust that. You are full of insight and deep knowledge. You have a very good memory. You like to please and to be liked. Like it's just a lot of people have like, I don't give a fuck about none of this attitude. And you just don't have that. And don't fake it because it's going to be obvious. And then you're going to cry by yourself a lot. And just don't do that. Just don't do that. Okay. A dreamer. I think that's like very repetitive in your chart. So keep dreaming, baby. Deeply imaginative with kind of off the wall idea and plans. Doesn't like new ideas or suggestions. Quote unquote, no thanks. You just feel like you're just better and you just have better ideas and you just like do things better than most. And I'm not saying that you don't, but I am saying that it is possible that you have people in your life that could give knowledge, could give insight, could give training, could give coaching, could give ideas that could help you. And it's okay. It's okay. Like, can you imagine how many people don't take your ideas and don't take your thoughts and you're like, you fucking idiot. Now flip that script on yourself and imagine if you just like, not everything, but allowed yourself to think and analyze what other people are saying. It could be helpful. It really could be helpful, okay? You have good judgment and better intuition. So you are going to make the right decision either way. Even if you do listen to Joe, Paul, and Peter's opinion on what you should be doing, and they think that they're right, obviously, you don't have to do it. It's okay because you do know what you should do because we all do, and your intuition is on point. You're determined as fuck, hard worker with lots of energy, loves a good old debate. You bring all the heated, excited, intellectual conversations and kind of just always moving, always changing, always wanting to just like learn more, do good. And it's all for greater good. You don't have these intentions to be negative or to hurt anybody or to take advantage. It's nothing like that. It really is a very positive pureness about you, but sometimes you're just a little provoking. A Cancer is just a very, again, emotional, deep person, and you just don't understand that sometimes you come off stronger than you intend. The way you say things matter so much more than what you're saying. And I'm sure you know this. I'm sure you've been told this so many times. You just like, and again, going back to that pureness about it, like you just like an intellectual debate. You just like to hear what somebody else could say. You just like to be the devil's advocate, just to stir the pot a little bit. And as long as the person that's on the receiving end of this understands that you're not just this naggy fucking argumentative ass bitch, that you're really doing it out of pure love and like wanting to grow and wanting to expand, wanting to help them, wanting to help yourself, it will be received so much better. I'm not saying for you to like dull yourself down, for people to be able to like understand you and receive you. I'm just saying that sometimes you're just a little too hot. With love. Okay. I say all the time, like, I feel bad for writing this shit, but I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. That wasn't even bad. I've had to say way worse. It's okay. You do not agree for shit, just for fun. And again, like, you need a strong person, a strong relationship, especially with a partner that you're going to have in life. Like, you're going to need a strong man that has just as much intellectual drive and just as much intelligence and excitement and like debatable energy as you, for them to, one, accept that from you, and two, for it not to just be this constant bickering and going back and forth, because that's just not healthy. And if you are always being perceived as, like, every single conversation you have with somebody, if it's always ending up in a fight, that is proof that they are not able to receive your intellectual debate. It's okay to like walk away. It's not a loss. It's a win, because you're not going to pour your energy into something that doesn't fucking deserve it. Right? Yes. It says that you might be drawn to younger, less intellectual, I put less smart, LOL, partners. And that's just because it's easy. That's just because you kind of get off on being the one that is always right and always winning and always kind of being the one calling the shots. And not that that's a bad thing, because again, you have great intuition, you have great judgment, but you're choosing people in your life to come around because you think that they can, that they'll just settle with that, not that they can handle that. And that's not working out for you, I don't think. I'm not sure, but I don't think it is. So just know that that's not really what's going to make you thrive in your communication or in your relationships. Okay, I think we're at a good break. I'm gonna take a break. We'll come back for part 2.